girl, me a call her hello. If you see bigger the dance, then the place get mellow.
Yo, what's good, chat? Appreciate y'all tuning in to another stream, man. Today we're gonna be doing the semifinals conference. We're gonna be doing the Cavs versus the Pacers. And then next I'll most likely probably do Denver versus OKC, so we can get both of them in and out the way. Hope everybody's night's going good tonight, man. Give me a second real quick, we get this thing going. Let me just light this blunt up real quick. Alright, to the one viewer that's in here, if you're not a bot, go ahead and drop in chat. Who should I play with? Should I play with the Cavs or should I play with the Pacers? Go ahead and get this shit going, y'all. Alright, we finna go ahead and go with the Pacers. We gonna go with the underdogs. They're already, what, 2-1 or 3-1 leading the series? 2-1 or 2-2? I don't want to sound stupid. I can't. I got my phone.
Cleveland, Ohio is the scene for the Pacers. He can shred any defense. Pascal Siakam and his explosive offensive game on display tonight as they await tip-off against the Cavaliers. Pacers, Cavs. Round 2 continues up next.
Y'all, let's skip this man talking. We don't need no intro. Let's get this.
This is a do-or-die situation. Big Game 5. Always decisive.
Oh, Game 5.
2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
I think it's 3-1 right now. Before it was Pacers leading the series 2-1. But this is Game 5 right here that I'm not sure. 3-1 or 2-2. Go ahead and make our predictions, man. I'm already knowing I'm gonna beat the Cavs. I'm just too good with this 2K shit, man.
You look at the Pacers. And
anybody that sees this video,
thinking has got to be, let's not wait around. Let's close this series out right now.
I think that has to be the mindset. I know it's a tough environment on the road. The fans trying to rally their team. But if they let this series go to Game 6, their job's only going to get tougher.
So much tougher. Now, here's Mobley. The wide open look here for Garland. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, this is what you get when you get Darius Garland off the basketball. Very capable in the catch and shoot.
Halliburton for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Mobley. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Turner with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. About a minute played so far here in the first. Shot's good by Turner.
Let me just put this right here.
Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And then Allen slams it in.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
And so here is Indiana. They are pumped right now after a big win on Sunday.
So it's one thing, I'm good as fuck at 2K, but I have still yet to really learn how to do a lob pass.
How many turnovers they force?
I think that's a product of being incredibly aggressive. You could see that was a part of their strategy going in, and I thought they were consistently following that the entire game.
I don't know.
And the Pacers' doors last season trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a two-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league. Boy, Pascal Siakam with the big-time answer from three. Nice.
Mobley wide open. And he can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Trains the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Mobley outside.
I'm going to take his boy's ankles. I want to, not like 2K online.
First quarter basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
Break their ankles, that's it.
Pacers leading by 5. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson did give me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, we spoke about the problems that Pascal Siakam brings to the table. And he told me Pascal is so good with room to operate, you need to find him in transition and take away space when he has the ball. Of course, that's easier said than done. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Drills the three-pointer.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Into the first quarter,
and Kenny Atkinson calls timeout.
So about like
he wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
And it's already 19-8. This is going to be a blowout already after 7 shots.
Look who's running onto the court.
Watch this.
Powerhouse
Let's see the coach real quick. Take out Beast. Let's bring in Benedict Martinez. Take out Turner. Swap him for Bradley.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Max Strus. The Pacers also changing it up. Tony Bradley comes in for Turner. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for Aaron Nesmith.
That shit was glitching right there. You see that man's head shaking like a bobblehead. Where you going?
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by
Give me that.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
On
I really
offense,
don't know what's going on with the Cavs right now.
They're on a 19-5 run here.
This round of playoffs, bro. Like, I can't believe they really are letting the
Halliburton for 3. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
The Pacers really shocked me coming in and just taking over the fucking
charge
like that.
of this
They're
game.
not letting the Cavs
They've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Back to Garland. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Garland's got 6. They're going to be going against.
Indiana leading by 11.
Pacers doing the Cavs the way they're going to. Either going to be the Pacers or
This one for 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Now, Halliburton loves answering a challenge. A 3 made on one end means it's time for him to come back and answer.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Halliburton for 3. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Now, here's Mitchell. Still without a basket. Another 3 for Cleveland.
I've used the Cavs versus the Pacers when it was on like game 2. Like I said, right now they're on game 5. I've been using the Pacers every time I do simulator.
Halliburton for 3. Yes, once again, it remains perfect.
Yeah,
6 attempts and 6 hits.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so here's Cleveland after Indiana gets the 3. Mobley sets the pick for Hunter. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And it's his decision-making. Hunter looking like a surgeon the way he operated that pick and roll.
And the shot goes in from Siakam.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Hunter with it. Over Mathurin, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Here's Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for the Pacers. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pacers.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 and again for 3.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report.
That boy is
and, Greg, you
He
talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that
hey, everybody
culture?
tuned into this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and
when you have the entire organization and enough
Twitch,
players
go ahead and
committed
drop a follow
to that kind of effort. Everyone has to meet that level.
And the second free throw, good. And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate.
Good, another from 3.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans won't ever forget.
That last 3 means he's got the most threes in a single playoff game in franchise history.
Breaking records on 2K.
Here's Hunter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jarris Walker.
And they're just through activity. Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
Max Strus is checked in for the Cavaliers. And he makes both free throws. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Mathurin for 3. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 4 assists in the game. Cleveland's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. To the middle. The rebound by Halliburton. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Pacers. And it's been pretty smooth sailing for him in the playoffs so far. They've only dropped 2 games.
48-23 is
and they're a team that doesn't get rattled, even with all the pressure that comes with postseason basketball. It's a testament to the leadership in that locker room.
Cavaliers shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Jerome passes to Hunter. Six on the shot clock. Here's Jerome, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Pacers leading by 23. From deep, Walker buries the long-range jumper. Walker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Jerome. Pass to Mobley.
They're not ready. They're not ready, chat. Oh, shit.
That's tipped.
Give me that. Stop playing.
Topping with it. He's picked up by Mobley.
Fuck.
Here's Walker. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Walker's got 5 points now this quarter.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Boy, going through like that. You want that Mobley?
Now, here's McConnell. He's covered closely, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Jerome, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Jerome's got his second basket of the game. On the wing, Walker. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got his 7th assist here tonight.
This is why coaches love Tyrese Halliburton. He just plays the right way.
And Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best offensive players in the league, Doris. He's so fun to watch.
Kev, this young man is special, and not only because of the flair and the skill as a passer, the shot-making ability. To me, it's the joy he brings to the game and how that joy lifts his teammates around him.
Pass to Jerome. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Hunter with a screen on McConnell. 5 to shoot. Jerome, no good. And so here is Indiana. And this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
Pass to Mobley. Okoro, wide open, he fired. And the 3 ball is good.
This is something they could really use from Okoro, guys. Has to hit enough threes to help stretch that defense.
From deep, Walker traps in the tray. Walker's got 11 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Playing online.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
I've tried playing online.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Evan Mobley. Mitchell comes in for Okoro. And it's Garland in for Ty Jerome. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Neesmith, he's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nemhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell.
Well, the point guard
if y'all want to start
Darius
seeing some of my
Garland,
part
pick and
videos,
roll,
let me
you've
know.
got to be able to make great decisions, and he does.
Halliburton for 3. And Indiana, another 3.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
Got that one up quick. Garland's got a pair of triples in the second out for the Cavs. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Connects again from distance.
The threes coming fast and furious. He is scorching the nets.
Now GA tied for the 3rd most 3-point field goals in single-game playoff history.
And 10 triples equals Dame Lillard's buzzer-beating performance in 2019 when he waved bye-bye to the Thunder.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Beyond the arc. And Siakam is good for 3. He's got 16.
And that's not an easy shot for a big. Siakam showing his comfort level from anywhere.
Halliburton against Garland. Pass to Hunter.
Come on, boys. Y'all niggas is locked up. Y'all not getting foul.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
At the line for your Cavaliers with 2 shots, DeAndre Hunter.
This video is going to be going up on YouTube, so my bad for the people that are viewing.
And that's good as he hits both of the shots.
I'm trying to check chat real quick.
5 seconds left in the first half of the game.
Oh, shit.
Siakam for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Pacers running away with it. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Welcome, Well, it's been a stampede in transition. They'll run it right down your throat if you let them.
I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while. I'm going to get...
Looking at the series breakdown for the Cavaliers.
I'm telling you,
they're watching this series slip through their fingers the first half versus not OKC, the effort they were hoping for.
And then it's going to be the Pacers versus New York Knicks.
You never know.
Ball to
and
your fall.
I'm going to guarantee the New York Knicks are going to beat the Pacers, and OKC is going to beat the Timberwolves, and it's going to be the New York Knicks and
that's
OKC
all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
I'm calling it now. You heard it here from me. It's going to be the Timberwolves most likely versus OKC. And I'm going to say I think we're taking OKC to get their first NBA championship title.
So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
A lot of people probably thought
something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
I didn't see it happen.
What he did was sustain him throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Siakam's got the first basket of the second half here for Indiana. Pass to Strus.
But we will see. I can't say this has been a fun playoff series to watch.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Pacers.
No, I'm not going to
You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin. And think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range. He's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
And now the latest, and again for 3.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena slack-jawed.
And Greg, he finds himself tied for second place all-time in three-point mix for a playoff game.
Equaling Game 6 Clay, who buried OKC back in 2016 with 11 triples.
Here's Allen, and then Allen slams it in.
Well, this highlights the agility of Jared Allen. So decisive, so quick in the pick and roll.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league as an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying, amen, that he chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and a champion. An incredible journey.
Allen, a screen on Halliburton. Garland, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Bangs home the trifecta.
I think I have literally shot
their
from the
ability,
again,
to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Pass to Strus. To the paint. To end the run. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Oh, my goodness. A little force from Donovan Mitchell off his feet in a hurry.
For Indiana, they've gotten every shot to drop since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much
really
from
wish
the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
And play against your friend with a team
come at us,
I wish we could do that
right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making
Another from three.
Like I want to play with the Lakers and my homeboy wants to play with the Cavs. And, you know,
The
we can't go
defense
head to
throwing
head
up
like
their
on
hands.
Madden, which
How
is
do you stop it?
Put that option.
I don't know. And he's now tied the single-game playoff record for three-pointers made.
12 triples, putting him neck and neck with Dame Lillard's record-setting game in 2021.
Turner for three. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
I'll tell you, the confidence of Miles Turner shooting from just about anywhere, including from deep beyond the arc.
And Allen with the slam.
Jared Allen putting on a show. Get out of his way, folks. It's coming down on your head.
Pacers have gone an unbelievable 8 of 8 shooting since halftime. Must have been some kind of pep talk in that locker room. Pass to Siakam.
Why?
Back to Halliburton. Lets the three fly. Connects again from distance.
What can you say? Wow, he's done it. The most three-point makes in NBA playoff history.
Oh, an incredible achievement. One that will surely be celebrated around the world.
And the three-point mark falling fast. That one previously set in 2021. He's riding that wave to push it further.
And Cleveland making a change here. Hunter's checked in. Indiana also making some changes. Toppin, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Nesmith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. From downtown, and there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Mobley. Garland's got 20 points.
Darius Garland asserting himself, the answer back from distance.
Share the stream, I'd appreciate it.
Here's Toppin.
Also got a YouTube, my
and Indiana, another three.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
New to streaming and content
such a
creating. I've been doing it for about
three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter. He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open
ones
like
getting a camera
that.
soon. I bought a camera, but the camera I got really isn't great in
It's rebounded by Indiana.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
They're off without it.
Halliburton passes to Mathurin. To the wing on the left. Siakam inside the three-point line. Again, Indiana.
Well, this is part of Pascal Siakam's growth, the willingness to absorb nightly responsibility to score the ball.
And here's Garland for three. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 23. 8 seconds left here in the third quarter. Halliburton for three. Connects again.
And he's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring.
Fourth quarter, here we come. Clearly, we know who the winner is. This shit has been a blowout.
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Here's Jerome. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Okiki's checked in for the Cavaliers. Here's McConnell. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
That one good for 2. Garland's got 11 points here in just the second half.
What a game so far for Darius Garland, and he's just getting started, folks.
Mathurin for 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Pass to Toppin. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pacers.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And that one's good. Hunter.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Walker against Hunter.
Trying to drive this shit in, man.
Inside, Toppin uses the glass to finish the layup.
Listen, the painted area is where Obi Toppin can be so dangerous. The athleticism and the tools he has, look out.
Oh, damn, they done gave that shit.
Bruce's shot is good.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Pacers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And here's Walker outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
Garland surveying the D. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And it goes out of bounds. That one off McConnell. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Allen's checked in for Okiki. Mobley comes in for Hunter. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Garland. Mitchell finds Strus. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Strus has got 4 points in the quarter.
Donovan Mitchell on time and on target. Pretty pass.
Mathurin, good.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
And here's Strus for 3. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Man, just pass me the ball and shoot. That's all I got to do.
Crosses over. And it's McConnell with the rebound. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers.
Shit. Ball back.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Shoots it up. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
He got popped.
Here's Mathurin. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
A skillful move there by Mathurin against the contact. The way to get the shot to fall.
Garland is checked in for Ty Jerome. Thomas Bryant is checked in for the Pacers. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Garland. That one's off, still out of sync.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Count that one from Toppin.
Yeah, we
it's
definitely
impressive, the
150
level of domination at both ends.
35-minute
you're
game
seeing
so
the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Okay, Thomas Bryant, show me the face-up jump shot. That is nicely done.
There's Garland, and Cleveland again with the bucket. 1:32 left to play in the final quarter.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for Indiana.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in the men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And I clearly think they showed to be the better team over the course of the series.
Hey, anytime you can win in 5, I mean, tonight, of course, they are way out in front. You take a lot of that mojo into the next round. We'll see if they can keep this same sort of competitive attitude as the stakes get higher. The competition also gets tougher.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Tyrese Halliburton.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
And that one, good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Doris, when the Cavaliers made the trade for Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland then began to do a lot of his work off the ball.
He had to, Kevin, and he made no secret of the fact that this was an adjustment. When you are accustomed to being the primary initiator, moving off the ball takes time. But to his credit, he's adapted beautifully.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Pacers.
Hard not to like how dynamic Garland is on the floor. He's a high-energy player who works hard to maximize his impact on the game.
Pass to Johnson. Now, here's Toppin. Indiana moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Mathurin with the ball. Hits the three-point bomb.
They knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Outside Garland. And the Indiana Pacers will move on and eliminate any chance of a comeback with a big-time win here in Game 5. And, Greg, it's on to the conference finals for them.
And if there was anybody doubting this team heading into round 2, this series should have erased any of those doubts. A convincing win for a team whose championship hopes are looking bigger and brighter.
That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinal. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And
they did better. Good shit, bro. Let's see that. Let's see the box score real quick. The box score. Let's see for the Pacers. Here we go. Tyrese Halliburton, 42 points, 4 rebounds, 10 assists. Pascal Siakam, 25 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Benedict Martin, 18 points even. Obi Toppin, 17 points. Jay Walker, 17 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. TJ McConnell, he got 15 points, 4 rebounds, 11 assists. That boy was with the assist this game. Andrew Nembhard, he got, 6 points. Aaron Nesmith, 6 points. Miles Turner, 5 points. Thomas Bryant got 4 points. Damn. Everybody got some game time in except for Ben Shepherd, Tony Bradley. Oh, no, they did get game time. They just didn't get no points. I didn't even see them. Otherwise, I would have used them and try and get them some points. Who is this? James Johnson. I'm going to use his old ass next. That's old dead for real. OG. He got, a minute in the game? When did he come in? Alright, chat. I'm going to take a quick break, eat some food real quick, and I'll be back live streaming again at, what time is it? It is 9:20 right now, so I'll be live in exactly an hour at 10:20.